So when the people first settled here, they were a warrior people. They were from Eastern Polynesia. The first people settled here from Eastern Polynesia. Others arrived from Aotearoa later, but intermingled with ngā uri o Rongomae Whenua, the descendants of Rongomae Whenua.
Moriori lived in Rekohu, the Chathams, for hundreds of years, following a law of peace, which forbade war and killing in any form.
They eventually made the ultimate sacrifice for their beliefs in 1835, when others from outside with a different cultural ethos and who brought warfare to these islands.
As they were being invaded, they held a meeting and they said, should we fight back? Should we break our pacifist principles? They decided not to, and they were eaten.
Mm-hmm.
There's apparently a couple were kept in slavery afterwards.
They got enslaved and beheaded and cannibalized by the Maori, because apparently that's what, civilized cultures do. And to be clear, this kind of thing was not out of character for the Maori. The Maori routinely enslaved and brutalized their enemies, just like so-called indigenous cultures all over the world. I mean, this is what they all did.
The worst massacre during the Maori conquest took place here at Waitangi. All the men, women and children of the area who did not escape were killed. There were over 100, according to a survivor. He said some of the women, with stakes thrust into them, were left to die in their misery. 50 Morioris were said to have been roasted in an oven.
That the effect of the Maori invasion of the Chathams was total. There was the business about forbidding the Moriori to marry. And the result was extermination or near extermination.
In less than 30 years, 90% of the population were dead, and the survivors were kept in slavery until 1863.
The Moriori slaves were forced into labour that was foreign to them. 5 years after the conquest, a European explorer described their condition. Ulcerated backs bent almost double, emaciated paralytic limbs, diseased lungs. Death must be a blessing.
Many on the Chathams are now both Moriori and Mutunga, but this is part of an ongoing conflict. A sacred kōpitri carving has been hacked with a machete. There are even reports of others being shot at, and these historic cave carvings were graffitied.
That's pretty hurtful stuff.